Dear friends, in this program I am trying to explain how to swap two integers without using an intermediary variable. So let's look at the program. So in the declarations block, what I have done is I have declared two integers, number 1 and number 2. So I have not declared any other at all, any other variable at all. So that is what is important for you. And then in the input block, I am taking two numbers, which is number 1 and number 2, so that you have to, as a user, you have to input these two numbers. In the processing block, this is what is important for you. So what I am trying to do here is, so as soon as two numbers are coming, so we are adding it and the output is stored in number 1 itself. So that means number 1 contains the original value, whatever you entered number 1, and the number 2. So for that sum, we are reducing the sum by number 2. So this becomes the original number 2. Sorry, the another number 2, which is actual number 1. And then here number 1, which contains again the sum, minus number 2, which is originally number 1. So that original number 1, when deducted from number 1 plus number 2, gives rise to number 2. So that number 2 will become number 1. So that means now number 1 has number 2, the original number 2, and number 2 has original number 1. So here we are trying to print the output. So let's see, let's execute this program and try to understand what is the output. Okay, so I'm planning to give two values. So one is 3 and another is 555. So these are the two numbers. So once you hit enter in the processing block, you can see entered numbers are, number 1 is initially 3, number 2 is initially 555. So this is what you have entered here. Now, so this comes, this 19th line comes. So here number 1 becomes number 1 plus number 2, which is 558. So number 2 is still 555. So when you deduct 555 from 558, that is number 1, the present value of number 1 minus the actual number 2. So what you get is 3, and we are giving that 3 to number 2. So which was the original number. Original value of that was 555, but now we have replaced it at number 1, which is 3. And the final output is, so number 1 is 555, number 2 is 3. So this is the program. So try to understand. So if you need any help, just put that in the comment section. Thank you very much.